high school, what is it? Okay, so did you feel, because high school, I tell you, I had an involuntary transfer to high school, but I ended up
Right?
liking it a
Yes.
lot.
It usually happens like that. It usually
Right.
happens like that.
Right. So high school is kind of like, they're more adulting
Yeah.
ish. And they're like the conversation's definitely different. So I taught
Yes.
10th grade first and then 12th grade, my last couple
Yes.
years. So it was
Nice.
totally different. But middle school was always where my heart was too. I did middle
Right.
school for a long time.
Hmm.
And I said seventh grade is that year. It's like,
Yes.
that is
They're
that
really
year.
trying you.
What?
They're
I was
really
saying,
trying you, seventh
yes, and
grade. I
it's
don't know
wild the
why.
transition from 6 to 7, and you were able to see
Hmm.
that transition from 6 to 7 because it is
In
like
the
six.
same day.
Right.
Yeah.
It's like, yo, you were just a baby, like you were so sweet and
Yes.
gentle, and now who are you? Like, you
Right.
want beef? You want smoke?
Something
Like that's crazy.
happens.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's like a little chemical imbalance that occurs. I don't know. I don't know. Not a doctor,
Yes.
but yeah.
Yeah.
So, okay. You taught, and then so you taught through the shutdown.
Oh, yeah. Well, actually, my first, so I taught in Georgia for a year, and that first class that I had, the way that they did it in Georgia was a little different. Like I had two classes, and I taught them math and I taught them English. And so I had like four periods really, but they were like long. It was like an hour and a
Mm.
half that I was with them. So those kids, those 45 kids that I had, I was so close to. Like
Wow.
they will always, they're seniors this year.
Oh.
That little sixth grade class that I had, they're seniors. I cannot believe it. I almost want to like go back to Georgia and go to their
Oh,
graduation,
right. Oh.
but I can't believe it. But anyways, then I came to my old high school, and a lot of people like knew me there because it's a small school. And I was like having a great year, man. I was killing it. And then COVID happened and I had to switch to online. That was a tough year. Like it was because it went from being so good to like,
Oh.
bam, we're shutting everything down. Like, oh my God. So, and actually at my school that I taught at, they have little what do we call them? Like little portables that you can live in, like that they have for teachers. And I ended up moving out and moving in with my parents because I'm like so alone here in this portable by myself.
Wait, hold on. Back up.
Yeah,
Don't scoot
yeah,
over that. So wait, the
yes.
school provided portables for you also. Was this a public? What kind of school was this?
It was a private school. It's a
Oh, this was
private
the private
school.
Christian also?
Yeah, yes,
Okay.
yeah. Yeah, and it's like for they have a you if you have a family you can live there. Um
It's on the
I was
school campus?
yeah, yeah, so
Oh, wow.
I would wake up and get dressed and just walk to my classroom. It was very
What?
nice. Yeah. It was
That's
cool.
crazy. I've never heard that. That's wild. I
Yeah.
got kind of like that. It's like,
Yeah, I know.
like no excuse for being late. You are here already.
Yes, exactly. And then sometimes if I was like really tired, I would go home and like during my lunch, I would take a nap at
Oh,
home really
wow.
quick and
Yes.
then go back. It was nice, but I only lived there for what, 7 months, 8 months because
Okay.
of COVID. And then when COVID happened, I went to move in with my parents because I did have a roommate, but like she kind of did the same thing. She's like, I'm just gonna go home because we're not here. So,
Yeah.
um, but yeah. And yeah, and then COVID happened and it was hard because like you could only do so much, especially
Mhm.
like that year was the year I was teaching algebra and pre-algebra online.
Mm.
They added a class to my schedule. So I was actually at 8 periods that year.
Oh,
And
wow.
they added a class because the teacher got like really, really, really sick. So they kind
Mm.
of had to split up. Um, but yeah, I mean, I know I tried the best that I could to teach the kids online and like but that's pretty much all you can do. And then
Indeed, right.
coming coming back after COVID was a whole other thing too. Like, because we were in person, but like what they did is that they made the teachers be the ones to move classrooms and the kids stayed in the classrooms. We had to have these like face shields and we had these cards that we'd have to carry around with all of our books and go to classroom to classroom. Maybe that's why I wanted to stop. I was like, this is too much.
Like in
Yeah, it'd be too
hindsight.
much. Yeah,
Yeah, no,
maybe
that
that's
sounds like a
why.
lot. And it's nice to hear like the different like procedures that schools were going about handling that
Yeah,
because everyone was
yeah,
different.
yeah, and the schools are probably just trying to figure out the best way to get things done, you know? So,
Indeed.
yeah,
Yeah, that was definitely a trying time for all involved as far as
yeah,
education goes. So yeah, kudos to you. You made it through, but you was like, okay,
yeah.
yeah, no, this ain't it.
This ain't
This
it.
ain't it.
I
This
mean,
ain't it.
now when it comes to like online tutoring though, I do like I have a knack for it now because I did it for a long time. Well, a long time, but like when you're doing it so often, you know, I feel like that's a positive thing that like came out of
Yeah.
it. When people say like, "Oh, I don't like online." Well, maybe just try it with that person, you know, because you never know
Mhm.
how it could go. They probably are really good at doing online at this point.
Right. I mean, the virtual thing is definitely a thing. Were your students made to have their cameras on, or
Yeah,
was it
but then you get
voluntary?
like, "Oh, my camera's not working." And like, okay, well, you and the other five kids, your cameras are not working. Okay, right.
Oh my, yeah, because I was born yesterday. So go
Yeah.
ahead. Yes. Ah, well, all right. So with that, you took your experience in the classroom and you established tutoring.
Yes. Yes. Um, I I feel like I got really blessed early on. I could really tell that like I started probably the worst time ever to start a tutoring business. I literally started my first day in business was May 10th, which that's like literally the end of the school year.
Oh,
Um,
shucks.
yeah, but I don't know. It's like everything was like moving, and I was like, well, we're just gonna try it out. And I actually that summer I was extremely busy, like very, very, very
Mm.
busy, which was great. Like I was able to like establish clientele before the school year. Summer tutoring is actually it should be a thing. I really think so. Maybe not like as rigorous as the school year, but at least like once a week to like keep your mind going, keep the kids' mind going, getting them ready and like go on your vacations, go do this and that, but like keeping their mind going instead of just like stopping, um, I think is important. But
Yeah.
yeah, then we got into the school year. Um, one thing like business side that I realized was really a a con for myself that I did in the beginning is that I said yes to everybody. Um, and I realize that now, like it's not that I don't say yes to everyone. It's just I also have tutors. I have 7 tutors that work for me.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, because it got to be I got so many kids very fast, and so I needed to start hiring people. I started with one, and then I noticed that her schedule got full, so I had to keep getting more and more. But I did say yes for me to everybody, even the little kindergartners, like they're teaching them
Mm.
how to read. I had never have taught a child to read, and I had to learn very fast. Had to watch a lot of YouTube videos and trying to figure out how to teach them how to read. But um,
And you were doing this
I will say,
virtually.
no, I was doing this
Oh, okay.
in person. But like I told you, my specialty is middle school. I like middle school and high school. Um, so I
Not the
was saying
babies.
yes to like the first graders and even 4 year olds. And now I only have one 4 year old and then
Mm.
like 2 5 year olds and then everyone else is fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, you know. So but it's because they're like my friends, like they're my friends' kids. So I'm like, okay. But now I have other tutors that have
Yeah.
taken on the young ones. And, you know, that was something that I definitely would change. I would probably would have went a different direction with that. But it's cool to teach a kid how to read. It's a really cool moment when you do when you see the like aha moment and they start reading their words. And I'm like, oh my God, this is crazy. That actually just
Right.
happened the first time ever in my tutoring um about 3 weeks ago. And I was like texting the mom and I'm like, can you please come in here? This is crazy. But like act cool, okay? Don't make it a big deal. So like she comes in, I'm like, look, I want to show you something interesting. And then she starts like reading, the girl starts reading the words. And the mom is like, I was like, yeah, I know.
Oh, that is rewarding.
Yeah.